All right, this has been driving me crazy. Call me crazy. Yes, call me crazy. After I made the other video about LT1 timing chains and thinking that the factory GM chain was better or more robust compared to an AutoZone chain, so I went on the internet, went to RockAuto, and I decided to order a SA gear setup for LT1 timing chain. They had like one of those blowout sales. It was like 26 bucks. So I was like, who cares? Had it shipped here. SA gear has been around for a long time. They make good stuff, supposedly, and it's not and they're also made in the USA. So I get the box today from RockAuto, and I almost fell out of my chair when I saw what was inside of it. So RockAuto, so you don't think I'm full of shit, I open up the box because I ordered an SA gear, and this is what came out of it. Yep. Now this is one of their wholesale warehouse like blowout deals or whatever it is, but everybody knows that brand. It does say SA made in America. I don't know if this is the repackaged or if this is what AutoZone sells, but I was like, what the hell? Then I looked at my old chain that I bought from AutoZone, which is the same as the new chain. So I guess AutoZone is selling SA gears and rebranding them as themselves, not realizing what you're buying, I guess, on here. Go figure. I wanted to compare the SA gear setup versus the GM gear and chain. I still can't believe this is an SA chain marketed as AutoZone. So, whatever. So, I don't know, man. I feel like all this stuff is just mixed match together to make the most profit or something or whatever it is. So the chain in question is the same, obviously, as the one I got from AutoZone, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. Same exact stamping, same exact links, same everything. Now, the gear is from SA, and there's some key differences between this one and that one, or the factory GM. Now, I don't know if it's worse or better or different design or anything else, and this is why I'm making a video about it, because I don't know about this stuff. Now, when I look at the two gears, it just seems like the GM gear is finished a lot better. What I'm talking about, simple things. Inside here, I could run my finger, I'm going to get cut. Everything here is nice and smooth and like polished or anything like that. The machine marks on the front where the cam bolts to, while it's slightly different, it's the same if you measure the middle part of where the cam slides into. Now, another thing is that you can tell that the machine marks don't go all the way back to the tooth for the water pump gear like the GM does. I don't know if that really cares or if that's just to save weight. And we're going to put it on the thing to see if there's a difference on here. Or if it's just a different design. But the teeth are the same, everything's the same, everything, you know, looks good. The chain, the bottom gear is an S797. It looks like a factory GM gear. I mean, it just, so, I mean, so let's just weigh the differences on here. I'm just kind of curious to see if it's just a material difference or if it's, okay, so let's weigh this one. 33.58, 33.62, I'm just going to average 33.58, whatever, we'll call it 33.58. Let's put this on here. Actually, this is heavier, 38.87. 38.87. 38.87. Okay, so that's pretty consistent. That's the way the timing chain. This is the SA new one. 15.59. Same thing, 15.59. This is the factory. 19.12. Huh. So the gear is lighter, but the chain is heavier. 19.9. This is the old gear. I mean, the old timing chain. 15.63. 15.63. 15.63. Okay, consistent, I guess. So, oh man, I don't know. After taking a closer look at the stock chain saying that this is more robust, what I noticed is that it's the same setup as links, everything. But what I find is that where the links bolt to the inner links on the factory chain, they're closer together, so it creates like this. You can see it like from here to here, it pops out, where the SA chain or the other style is more like a, it doesn't have all that stuff, and it's more like pliable versus this where it kind of kinks up. And I don't know if that's just the design or if it's something that GM did back in the day. I mean, this seems to me like a regular small block Chevy timing chain type of setup from years and years and years ago. You know, they have like these, like it doesn't flex as much, but it you know, it's still a timing chain. But this you can roll up in a bunch. This you can't. It's like it's stuck. Not to say it's bad, but it's just, it's a different style when you hold it. This is more like, I don't know, you guys tell me, man. What do you guys think? Because the SA gear, aka AutoZone, is not as bad as I thought it was. It's a heavier gear, lighter chain. And on the GM setup, it's a lighter gear, heavier chain. So, I don't know. I don't know what the material difference is on here. This feels like a steel, like whatever, and this feels like a, I don't know, you guys can tell me what this, is this like a powdered metal gear, or is this steel cut down, or if it's, you know what I mean? I just feel like the GM gear is made better, almost. But that's just to my eye and feel and touch. That doesn't mean it's better as far as material-wise. But again, this gear has been on an engine since, who knows, 1997. Never think, and there's 0 wear marks. Chain is hardly stretched. No movement of the cam. Should I put the factory stuff back on, or go with the new stuff and the new setup? That is the holy question. And yes, for comments from the last video, they make a better timing, like a fully rollerized single thing, but it's expensive. It's pricey. You know, everything's starting to add up. So I'm trying to, I don't know. I don't know. So in the comments below, let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts on this whole process is. And yeah, I'm just, we're drunk both of the gears and just go get something better. I don't know. Peace.